Hello guys and welcome. Today we're gonna try to build the Echelon 6 with a Kez physical build. I saw a lot of good things about this build, so let's go ahead and try it out. Here you can see my upgrades. I wrote almost no upgrades because all of these upgrades are negligible. These 4 upgrades, actually I think these 5 upgrades you can buy with just in-game currency, so you don't need to spend any tokens on that one. And here I just I had some remaining tokens from my Dota days, so I used it there. But honestly, all of these upgrades are negligible. Even if even if there would be 0, it would be the same thing. So I saw a lot of guys recommending the Kez physical build, which goes with Kez slashes, obviously, with the Axis counter helix, with Stampede, and with the Pangelier's swashbuckler, and the 5th skill usually doesn't matter. I think most of the people prefer track, but I decided to go with something else because I don't think track is good. But speaking now, when I finish the entire run, I should have definitely picked track because these knives were not very good. My idea was, when I picked knives, was something for me, so I could destroy the vases from the long range, because with such amount of upgrades as I have, it is very hard to stay alive. You constantly need to be juking, you constantly need to be searching for cheeses in order to survive. That was one point for me for picking up a knife, and the second point was that later in the game, knife is extremely damaging ability. It would shred Queen Imperia in seconds, so that was my reasoning. But now when I know how the run goes, I think track would have been better here. Yeah, we're just gonna pick up everything that the game offers us, with trying to get Echo Slash. I don't know why I stuttered there for some seconds and didn't pick a skill. What I want to tell you about the physical build is it is extremely hard to play, and people said that once you get counter helix and you get swashbuckler, you're basically invincible. This is totally not true. Maybe it is true when you have already upgraded a lot of abilities, but with my set, definitely not. Usually when I tried playing the physical build, I went for track, and then I tried to get track as my first Aghanim upgrade, so I could get more items from the blue guys. And I also played it greedier, where I didn't kill the blue guys until the 3rd minute mark, or I mean, I killed them, but I didn't pick up the item, so that once I get the Aghanim upgrade, I would get double the items. This is very greedy, and it was totally impossible to do that with this amount of upgrades. I've been trying for like 20-30 runs. It's not worth it, it's not fun, and just try to get a better Aghanim upgrade, something that would really help in a fight. So here is the skeleton wave. This is the farm wave. Try to kill as much as possible because you will get a ton of HP from them. This is our first power spike before the Aghanim. I'm trying to max counter helix first because it's a good defensive ability, although it has a very long cooldown at first, so every time you level it up, the cooldown goes down, and that's very strong because you want counter helix to be used as much as possible. What you will also notice during my gameplay is that I sometimes get a level up and I will be in a very tight situation, in a situation like when I need invulnerability as soon as possible. And invulnerability, I mean the Stampede, the Centaur Warchief ability, because once it goes off cooldown, you are invulnerable for 3 and 3.5 seconds at first level, and it goes higher from there. So what you will see me do is level up Stampede in those situations, because if you level up an ability while it is on cooldown, it will go off cooldown for 1 second. So for example, right now I have 15 seconds of cooldown on Stampede. If I had a level up right now and I level up Stampede, it would go to 1 second. So basically you could you know, survive for a little bit longer there. Here I pick Octarine Core because we want Counter Helix to be used as much as possible, so cooldown reduction is a must, and I think it's the most important item in this build. Without Octarine Core, I think it is impossible to even get to level 6 or 7, because once you get those pesky little golems, the game just becomes exponentially difficult, because those golems, they run so fast and you won't have enough damage to kill them because they are very tanky. So you will need your counter helix to spin as much as possible. Also, these spiders are pretty annoying, so that's that as well. For the first boss, we got these Clinks archers. I think this is the hardest boss to kill if it's the first boss, because it has a projectile. It is very annoying to get to, because you will constantly need to run around from one Clinks to another, and you will also need to dodge projectiles, and then you also have these zombies which are pretty tanky at the beginning. So yeah, not very lucky there, but it is what it is. We will continue, we will play the hand as it is dealt. Here I will try to also get the blue guy right now, because I want to get Octarine Core to level 3, and we got Octarine Core max. I was actually thinking about Sage and Bloodstone there, because both of those are also very important items, but you can survive without them. Now please wait a second, guys, I need to drink some water to stay hydrated. That hit the spot. Alright, so what do we have? We already have Counter Helix at level 8. It is much better at level 8 than any other ability that we currently have, I think, because the cooldown is very small at level 8. It's practically 2 seconds, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and with the Octarine Core it's even less. Right, and then we got lucky and we managed to max it up. Here I took Blade Mail, but Bloodstone would also be a very good option, because it would increase our area of effect damage, and with Counter Helix it would just, oh sorry guys, hit everybody, and oh my god, it's going out. It would hit everybody, and it would deal much more damage, and we will be also safer. So it was an offensive solution to deal damage and a defensive solution, because when it triggers, it throws all enemies away from you. So around this mark, around 7 mark, it's gonna get pretty tough, or actually I think around minute 8, when the small golems are going to spawn, and those golems, they are very hard and very annoying to deal with, so you have to be always on the lookout for those. Try to get cheese in order to be at full HP, because if you're not at full HP at around minute 8 or 9, things are going to get pretty tough. Here I'm considering going to get the magnet, or vacuum as it's sometimes called, because it's getting pretty tough already. So I think I will get the Aghanim from this guy and then go and get the vacuum to get as much experience as possible. Here you saw me getting Stampede and then running into the center of enemies. Why I do that is because I have Aghanim Counter Helix, and if you have Aghanim Counter Helix and you use Stampede to run into the enemies, you are invulnerable and you trigger Counter Helix on every hit. So as you can see, it just goes and triggers all the time, because because the agony of counter helix triggers when you are damaged by enemies. And here you just saw that I upgraded Stampede just because I wanted it to go off cooldown, and I was pretty scary at this point because I was pretty low at HP. You can see I upgraded Stampede again, although a Swashbuckler or Kez's ability would be much stronger, but I upgraded Stampede just because I wanted it to get off cooldown. Because when you upgrade the ability, it goes off cooldown all the time. Here, right, I also got Stampede because I think I wouldn't survive in any other way, because I was pretty in the corner there, you know. Here we get the Crystallis, which is pretty good. Now we have Crystallis at max level, we have Demon Edge at max level, so the next chest is supposed to give us Daedalus. The Daedalus is a combinational item that is made from max level Crystallis and max level Demon Edge. Now, Daedalus is not the best combinational item. The best one is Trident, but Trident is very long to make. So, yeah, so Daedalus is not very strong, but it's still better than getting a new item. And here I'll try to kill this guy in order to get Daedalus as soon as possible. And we finally got our final boss. Now these spiders are very annoying, and I think around here is the golems wave, right? We got the golem enemy, and then we will also get the smaller golems, which are just the basic enemies. They are not boss type enemies, they just spawn around this minute. See? Yeah, those golems. So when you kill those golems, they spawn smaller golems, and those just keep on wrecking. You will see in a minute what I'm talking about. Here we got the Daedalus, which is always nice. Here I think I will use Stampede just to get out of this situation because it's very hard. Actually no, I decided with Echo Slash, interesting. I mean, not with Echo Slash, but with the Swashbuckler ability. Yeah, see those, look at them, they just annoy you as much. And here I thought, honestly, I thought I would be dead here. But we got lucky, the Stampede activated. Here we found cheese, which is just godsend. I think we would not survive if we didn't find this cheese, because like, look at this wave, it's just like, how are you supposed to describe this? Yes, we are surviving here, but if there would be projectiles here or smaller enemies, I think we would be dead here. Here I'll pick up the vacuum because I was pretty scared at this point, and I thought that if I get to Queen Imperia, she would totally be dead, and we will kill her. Here I think I get Stampede, yes, because I wanted to pick up the item, so that's why I upgraded Stampede. Here I also upgraded Stampede, and I think it was a mistake. I should not have done this because it did not go off cooldown because it's already active, and if the ability is active, it won't go on cooldown. Gotta be careful not to hit the Reaper. There was a game when I was very good, I had very good RNG, but I accidentally hit the Reaper and it all went to shit. So gotta be careful not to do that. So on Echelon 6, the thing that separates Echelon 6 from other echelons is that you will now not need to survive 12 minutes, but you actually need to survive 13 minutes. And on top of that, Queen Imperia is much more stronger than regular, because regular Queen Imperia you can just demolish her with almost anything. But here she's very tanky, and it's gonna be quite hard to deal with her. Here I think I get Stampede just for the sake of it. No, I actually got this one. Here Bloodstone definitely want more area effect because we will be hiding behind pillars for the Queen Imperia fight, and we want as much range as possible so we could hit her from the pillars. Yeah, Stampede is doing its job. Stampede is a lifesaver when you don't have much upgrades. It's just like a get out of jail free card. And here there are these golems again, so please note them. You always have to be aware of them because they won't die from one hit. The smaller ones, they will just get knocked back, and then they will keep running towards you, and you can just die in seconds. For some reason the chest didn't pick up immediately, so we go back to pick it up. Got the max level Bloodstone. I would really love to have Sage here, but I think it's also pretty fine. So 30 seconds, I noticed the cheese, I tried to pick it up. I also want to go back to the top right corner because there were a lot of experience there that we want to pick it up and get level 36, or at least 36 would be good, but 37 would be very good because we want to get Stampede to max level, but I think I won't manage it because it's only 15 seconds and I think we won't do it in 15 seconds. Right, so the Imperia fight. The Imperia fight is much more harder on Echelon 6, so let's see how it goes. I've never gotten to the Imperia fight with the physical build because physical build is much more harder than the magic build. With no upgrades, you really have to dodge everything and be on lookout all the time. Here I broke the vase on top right. There are two vases in this fight, one on top right and one on top left, and both of them give cheese, which is pretty good. It is a new thing in this patch because previously it used to be random, so just like a regular vase where there is a 7% chance to spawn cheese, but in the new patch they made it guaranteed. Here I tried to deal as much damage to Queen Imperia with counter helix because it's our most damaging ability, but she's almost always out of range because of the knockback, so maybe not picking up Sage was a good idea, because if we picked up Sage it would knock her back even further, so it would be even harder to deal with her. Here I run around to this pillar because I'm in Stampede, and when you're in Stampede you're invulnerable. I got very scary for some reason. I just ran into Queen Imperia. Here we can't get to the pillar, so we have to dodge these things. It's actually it's not easy to dodge, but it's manageable. So if there are no pillars, it doesn't automatically mean a game over. You can just try to dodge it. Here I have no idea why I got hit. Maybe if we had like 5 move speed more, I would have dodged it, but unlucky. But it is what it is. Alright, she's doing her stuff. We couldn't get to the pillar, so we will have to dodge. As you can see, I got hit, but it's still fine. We don't have any more cheeses because once the vase is broken in Queen Imperia fight, they do not respawn. So we gotta be careful with that. Here I got Stampede, got pretty lucky. So I run into her, I try to run around, and she's almost practically dead. She's doing her stuff, so when she's doing her stuff, try to go to the edges of the map, because when you're on the edges of the map it's easier to dodge her missiles. Here she did some quick attack just right in front of me. I've never seen this. No idea why she did it so fast with no tail or anything. Here we need to dodge again, and we're very low on HP. I think we got hit once, and I think if we have like 2 hits, we can only take 2 hits, so gotta be super careful on that one. We got hit there, which is very unlucky. And here I'll just leave the original voice.
No! No, you motherfucker!
Oh my god, never again. The physical build is garbage.
Oh.
No, how are you even supposed to do this? With no upgrades, like check this out. Like you cannot do physical with this. It's literally impossible. I mean, it was possible because I was this close to killing it, but so painful, and you need to get so lucky. Physical build is no.